This is Loxy. I know you. I know you. You're lovely. Give Loxy love, guys. Aiden is an absolutely wonderful chap.
Right, hello back to the channel and welcome to episode 5 of DADiscuss. We are back with one last episode for the year. It's crazy how quickly this year has gone by. It's December already. That's crazy. By the time you're watching this, it's nearly New Year's. We have got a bunch of news to go over. We're gonna start off with a few short things for DA Games. Currently, we have 2 bits of news for DA Games. To start off, Dying to Find a Home finally released. So the last episode of DADiscuss, we actually didn't know about this song. All we knew was the striped pattern that was posted in September, I believe. 25th of December, I think it was. And like literally a few days after I posted that video, we got our first teaser for Dying to Find a Home. So we got our second teaser on November 7th. I'm dying to find my home, but you're all I know. Hashtag Open Infinitum 11/21/2025. And we got this really cool image. You are what I'd call home. The picture of, really interesting, is the Open Infinitum logo with a different center eye. So far as me making this video, we've not found out what that is. The actual lyric video and album cover, it uses the original Open Infinitum logo. Interesting to know what that means. Then we have the spotlight that shows the Digital Circus tent. And then on November 19th, we got our third teaser. Your voice is all I know. 3 days, hashtag Open Infinitum. Then we had the pre-save link with this really cool image, which really reminded me of Are You Proud of Me Now? Speak to Me. And then we had the Digital Circus door. On the 19th, we got our next teaser. Now I'm Torn Away From You. 2 days, Open Infinitum, and then the pre-save link. And then we got a closer look at that door with Don't Let Go as the extra bit of text. And then November 20th, I'm Holding On to the Memories. Tune in tomorrow at 9 p.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST for the premiere of Dying to Find a Home, hashtag Open Infinitum. I'm a house without a home. And then we had an even closer look at that door. Obviously, this was like nearly a month ago. And then obviously, the song came out on the 21st. Check out my reaction if you want to. So yeah, Dying to Find a Home featuring Cat, which was really interesting. I've never heard of Cat until this song came out, but that's the really good thing about Open Infinitum, is that these kind of smaller artists get a better light because of this album. So currently, as of the 16th of December, the song has 71,000 views, which isn't too bad. I'm hoping it will get more, although I do know the plan took a few months to take off. I remember for the first like 2, 3, maybe 4 months, it was like slowly building up to 200k, and now it's been 10 months, nearly 11, and now it's 250k. So I do think the same thing is going to happen with Dying to Find a Home, that it's going to slowly build up over the next few months, but then give it like a year, maybe like again 10 months, and we should get hopefully like 300k views. And yeah, DA Games also posted it on the website. New single, Dying to Find a Home. A new Open Infinitum single, Dying to Find a Home, featuring the amazing Cat is now live. So yeah, we also got that on the website. Another thing to mention is, I completely forgot about, is the DA Games Streamily live autograph signing. Part 1 happened as of the making of this video on December 13th. It was such a good stream. I loved it. I watched the entirety of it. I didn't buy anything for the first stream. Fingers crossed I will be getting something, but I am hoping to be getting myself a signed Eternal Swing CD, which would be cool to see. I am very looking forward to that. Part 1 it was extremely well. A lot of people actually bought stuff, mainly for Will, which is completely understandable. Will is the face of DA Games. But yeah, it was such a good stream. It was really fun. There was also Q&A. And while it's already happened, part 2 of the signings is going to be going ahead on December 27th. So part 1 happened on the 13th, and then 2 weeks later, part 2 is going to be happening on the 27th. Obviously, obviously by the time this video is out, it would already have happened. As of the time of me making this video, we don't know if there's gonna be any future signings in the new year. We'll just have to wait and see. DA, if you're watching, I'm so glad you're all doing amazing. Keep up the great work. I'm so excited for what we see in 2026. As well as that, while it's already finished, there was a Black Friday sale that did occur with 30% off everything on the website. Currently, as I'm making this video, there is a Christmas sale on the Shopify store, 10% off everything. And while it has already ended, currently there is a DA Xmas sale happening until the 24th, and that is currently 10% off everything on the website. Unfortunately, it will be over by the time you see this video. I'm just including it anyways. And then lastly, DAGames uploaded a gameplay video, how not to survive a plane crash in Peak, and it was such a good video. I highly recommend you give it a watch. I'm so glad that we're getting these gameplay videos again, even if they don't do well. Last month we got the Buckshot Roulette video. This month we got Peak. I'm really hoping, if possible, I would love to see like monthly gaming videos. That would be so cool. So currently it's been 2 days, but it currently has 4.2 thousand views, which isn't bad. That should pick up. Let's move on to DA Online. That is right. This is a brand new title card. If you remember last month, I'm trying out these kind of title cards for each segment, and we now have a new one. We now have one for DA Online. That's because this month we are going to be getting a DA Advent calendar, which is so cool to see. Every single day on the DA Online website, we get one brand new piece of news regarding everything DA Online, from DA Games, Iris, Solitude, Pandorum, everything. It's all here, and it has been so cool, and we're going to talk about every single one of them. So we have the DA Advent 2025. The festive time has begun, and for the next 25 days of December leading up to Christmas, we're bringing a modern Yuletide tradition to the website in the form of the Advent calendar. Every day, one new piece will be revealed, celebrating what is remaining for this year and what to expect in 2026. See, I'm so excited for this. It's been really cool, and let's just see what we have. So starting off with day one, we have Open Infinitum. Starting off with Open Infinitum as a project to expect in 2026. No release date, not early, not late. I'm still hoping for an early 2026 release date. We have been working very hard in the back end to deliver the best final version of the album we can, but it's not being forgotten. In the beginning of 2026, we'll be working on the first nerdcore songs to be changed into music videos. From what I'm getting here is we are going to be getting Madman style videos where we're going to be getting lyric videos fully 100% themed around the IP. So as you know, we got Madman. First we got the Open Infinitum Madman, then we got the FNAF movie lyric video, which everything was themed around the FNAF movie, like no talk of Open Infinitum. And we're going to be getting that for every song in the album, I believe. In no particular order, we are starting with Dying to Find a Home, which makes sense. The newest episode came out yesterday, as I'm recording this, day before, and we're going to be getting a full amazing Digital Circus themed lyric video for Dying to Find a Home, which I'm so excited for. Meaning we're also going to be getting a Red Dead Redemption 2 style lyric video for the plan, and everything else, Bend Me Till I Break, and all the I forget the rest of the songs, By the Hand of God, all of those we're going to be getting themed lyric videos, which I'm so glad we're getting. Like, it just needs to happen because it gives the songs more of a reach for people who, you know, want to see like the actual IP, not just Open Infinitum with the face on the thumbnail. And also it just gives DA like more views. I know it's not only about the views, but I guess for them it is. But it kind of gives them more views, more opportunities to make money even, especially since if they actually have the IPs, it gives them bigger reach, it earns them more, and it's extra to get more views, and even to get DA back into the spotlight again. I do hope for 2026 we do get more original nerdcore songs as well. Now, since we don't know when this has started, but judging how this was on December 1st, we could see the first one of these, like we could see Dying to Find a Home come out in January, maybe. Like that's just speculation. We could see that come out, you know, early ish. I don't know when the next episode of Digital Circus comes out. We could see it around that time. Now, coming for day 2, we have the Solitude game. We are still heavy in development of the game. The entire scope of the project has expanded far past our initial intentions. We're taking our time with this game, and it'll be worth the wait when the new ideas come to the fray. For now, though, we want to give you a tiny scope of what to expect in the brand new reveal of Xavier Rotom's 3D model and motion capture done by Will himself, which I think is so cool. So we're going to be getting a story mode. We have spent a dedicated amount of time to create a full-blown story mode where you will explore the echo chambers alongside Xavier. Then we will be getting virus minigames. Along your journey, unexpected twists may occur, and these come in the form of minigames to fight for your lives. That's going to be really interesting. I wonder, obviously there'll be like Squid Game-esque kind of challenges where innocent type games with deadly consequences because it's Solitude. And that's going to be really exciting to see. Like, tell me in the comments down below, what minigames do you think they're going to pick? Are they going to do kind of traditional minigames with that dark twist? Or are they going to come up with something completely original? We'll have to wait and see. And then we have the Deep Legion. To unlock echoes throughout the main story, you will be subjected to a horror maze underneath the ocean of binary. Join the bloodline was already twisted. We cannot wait to show you how messed up this has become. That is so exciting. So, Deep Legion, it's gonna be a horror maze underneath the ocean of binary. That's gonna be really interesting to see what that means, and I'm so excited to see how dark and twisted this game is gonna become. We got a teaser trailer for Solitude Echoes from the Bloodline. If you do not know, Echoes from the Bloodline is a video game being produced by DA Online under Hammerscorn Media, and we currently got a 40-second teaser which teases the official 3D model for Xavier, which is so cool. You can check out the video. If you remember, I'll leave it in the description down below. And it comes with a teaser. The Empire has grown and a Legion needs more time, coming in 2026. So yeah, we don't have a official release date, just 2026. We will be getting more information very, very soon. So I am so excited. I cannot wait to see where this goes. We will definitely be playing this on the channel. And obviously, for more information, you can go to donline.co.uk/solitude for more. Now, the next two are kind of hand in hand. So we have day 3 and day 4, the Solitude comic. Since the first issue, we have been working in the back end of the next issue, which is slated to be longer than the first issue with a huge new reveal of characters. Starting with our main protagonist of the story, you'll get to join Brighton Smith next year when issue 2 releases. So this is our main character. We got a look at his hoodie, which is interesting, and his name is going to be Brighton Smith. Going to be really interesting how they take his character and what the rest of his design is going to look like. Then we have the next one. So starting with our first issue, we've been working on back end, the same kind of thing. And the next we have our main protagonist's girlfriend. You will get to join Robin next year. So okay, so we get Brighton Smith and Robin, which is quite interesting. It's gonna be interesting on how they go at it with these two characters. I can think of some dark and twisted ideas of what they can do, like some Saw type minigames where it's like, do you sacrifice your girlfriend to live, or will you sacrifice yourself? But you're like, that would be really interesting to see how it goes. I don't know if these two characters are gonna branch through like all the comics, however many there will be. Now, moving on to day 5, we have the definitive albums. This is one I'm super excited for. This has been in the works for nearly 2 years now. During the process of creating these definitive editions, we have figured out exactly what to put inside these editions before selling them, and we think there's plenty of room to fill for next year, which makes me think, are these gonna be separated releases? Like, we could see Heart of an Ass release in February, Goliath's Throne in like June, and then Dawn of the Matrix in like November, like as examples. The Advent calendar should give you a bit of an idea of what to expect in 2026. No set dates while we endeavor to deliver the extra content on these releases as best we can. Next up, we have Pizza Puppet Panic. This is one I am so excited for. We hadn't forgotten about this album. The long-awaited upgrade to Pizza Puppet Panic is in the works. No, this is not the final album art indication. So yeah, this is the animatronic Will you can get from the signings. It will look much more affiliated with its previous release. More pizza box reminiscent, which I'm so excited for. I just thought the Will animatronic was pretty fucking cool, Lamau. Hey, he's got a point. He's got a point. And to wrap up week 1, we have, this is so exciting, the Febby plush. During the run-up to a few new DA Games related announcements, we haven't forgotten about Febby, mascot to DA Radio, and a consumer of all galactic entities. Again, still the cutest little tyke. We are still in the works with a brand new Febby plush that'll be landing on stores sometime in 2026. I'm so excited. We haven't gotten a Will plush in a while, actually. Now we kind of have 3 days of the same theme. We have Day 8, Cosmic's new outfit. We know DA Radio rests in the hearts of many in our community, and the burning question for a while is, when is DA Radio coming back? We can't say right now, but look how gorgeous the new design is for our amazing host. Yes, Chrissy got a brand new design for DA Radio. It actually looks so cool. The artwork is amazing. Sticking on theme, Day 9, DA Radio Season 2. So about yesterday, DA Radio is coming back in spring with a mixture of streams and pre-recorded specials. Big upgrade, a new liquor plate, and all new segments. That is so interesting. A mixture of live streams and pre-recorded specials. That is so cool. I've seen some people talking about it. I really do hope that we kind of get like interviews, especially with Open Infinitum, 10 featured artists that you could do interviews with during segments of DA Radio. That would be such a cool thing to include, and I really do hope we get that. And what's interesting is all new segments. We only really had, from my knowledge, from what I remember, I watched all DA Radios, but I kind of forget what happened. We had 2 segments, fan art and the questions, and like the quiz, questionnaire, whatever you want to call it, where, you could win a piece of merch. We got also our first look at the new logo, which I love. My opinion, I liked the January logo more. I'm sorry. Just all they need to do, just make that logo 2D and it would have worked so well. And I'm just so sad that we'll never get to see that logo. This logo is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Will did amazing with that logo. And I'm so excited for DA Radio Season 2. I cannot wait. For Day 10, we have Will's live Streamly signing. In the run-up to DA Games' live Q&A and signing event, here's a closer shot at the print you can get signed from Will of Will. He's doing alright. Super busy on lots of different projects. Ooh. Caffeinated to the high heavens. Plays Magic the Gathering a lot more these days. Praise be to the Emperor and all that shit, I guess. Lamau. Tune in to sign on December 13th and grab a copy of your own. But there will be pre-signed stuff you can get, which will ship instantly. Now for Day 11, we have Chrissy's live stream signing. And in the run-up to the DAM's live Q&A signing event, here's a closer shot at the print you can get signed from Chrissy of Chrissy. Chrissy's still a space case, in more ways than one. She's been hard at work upgrading the radio station, VTubing in her true cosmonaut form, or helping directly with our music videos. All while making sure Febby is fed. Streamly won't let him have his own little Streamly page because he'd eat the print. So you can get a print of him from Chrissy's storefront. Yes, there is a DA Radio Febby print you can get exclusively from Chrissy, which I think is so cool. And then we have Chris's live stream for Day 12. In the run-up to DA Games live Q&A live event, here's a close shot at the print you can get from Chris of Chris. He's in his author era right now. Check out his new fit. Doesn't he look important? Chrissy did a great job at capturing his good looks. Yeah, Chrissy did all of the artwork, so I think it's so cool. Especially with the print, you can have him signed on Streamly. Collect them all, like Pokemon cards, or if you're too young to know what that is, I don't know, like Labubu's, that's funny. And then for Day 13, we have the DA Games live signing Q&A. So this was posted when the stream was going to happen. Today it's a day we sign your shit live. We will be talking all cool stuff happening this year, as well as being available to sign your prints, albums, comics, you name them. For Day 14, we have Behemoth Arc news, Bison. We hope you've enjoyed the prologue to the Behemoth arc. In celebration of its release, we wanted to complete it next year with a visual and audio representation. So yes, sometime in 2026, the Behemoth arc is going to be getting an audio book and I don't know if it's going to be a graphic novel or like a motion comic. I don't know if the full thing is going to be animated or if it's going to be quite literally like a visual novel. As part of the DA Advent's release, here's a closer look at Bison Pavovori, the main antagonist of the prologue. So yeah, you can go to DAonline.co.uk/Iris to read that. He looks terrifying. Like, oh my gosh, genuinely so cool. Those teeth look amazing. The artwork is incredible. Genuinely such a good job in the artwork. Now moving on to day 15, we have Behemoth Arc News Father Tyrant. Again, we hope you've enjoyed the prologue to Behemoth Arc. In celebration of its release, we want to complete it next year with a visual and audio representation. As a part of the DA Advent release, here's a close look at Father Tyrant, a main character to the prologue. He looks absolutely terrifying, genuinely like so scary. Look at those teeth. Someone bring it to a dentist. Goddamn. And then we have day 16, Behemoth Arc News, Lady Fate. The Simps are going crazy over this one. Like, she's pretty though, okay? The design is pretty. We hope you've enjoyed the prologue to Behemoth Arc. In celebration of its release, we want to complete it next year with a visual and audio representation. As a part of the DA Advent's reveal, here is a closer look at Lady Fate, a main character to the prologue, and she just looks incredible. And then we move on to day 17. Behemoth Arc News, Elito Soldier. We hope you enjoyed the prologue to the Behemoth Arc. In celebration of its release, we want to complement it next year with a visual/audio representation too. As part of DA Advent's reveal, here's a closer look at the Elito Soldier. These titans are gonna crop you fairly often, so watch out for the future. So yeah, we have the Elito Soldiers. These very interesting designs, and they look interesting. And then for day 18, we have Iris, Abram, Valentine. Long ago, we created an audio drama series of one of Iris's most iconic arcs, the Valentine Renegade, focusing on the main antagonist of the story undergoing a grand overhaul of their planet after the death of his father, Gabriel. We wanted to celebrate this with a neat picture of Abram himself. He looks absolutely incredible, and we get a full look at his character, and he looks so cool. Like, oh my god, his design absolutely hooks. For day 19, we have Iris Dovacom. Long ago, we created an audio drama series of one of Iris' most iconic arcs, the Valentine Renegade, focusing on the main antagonist story undergoing a grand overhaul of their planet after the death of his father Gabriel. We wanted to celebrate this with a cool picture of his virtual assistant and mainframe to the Valentine Legacy and Renegade, Dovacom. Yes, I love Dovacom. I love the kind of chats between Abram and Dovacom in the series. So it's gonna be so cool to see how these characters interact if this does lead somewhere in the future. Then we have Iris Biotide. These are so cool. Long ago, we created an audio drama series of one of Iris' most iconic arcs, the Valentine Renegade. We wanted to celebrate this with a cool picture of one of the Renegade's most vile and twisted machines, Biotide. And yes, if you remember for the deluxe edition of Dungeon Matrix, Biotide was one of the songs, and it was such a heavy and twisted song. Like, oh my god. And then for day 21, we got Valentine Renegade Rehold. So these last few days have all been leading up to this. Oh yeah, by the way, we're recreating the entirety of the Valentine Renegade. Haha. This new integration will serve to be the current ultimate way to ingest the story of the Valentine Renegade, with the same exact story, re-recorded transmissions, brand new extended lore in between the transmissions, and accompanying art by some of the coolest people in the world. Be sure to check that out sometime in 2026. And alongside that, we got a full 32-second trailer, and I am so excited. I loved the Valentine Renegade transmissions that led up to the release of Dawn of the Matrix, and we're getting them retold, remixed, redone, and I cannot wait. Day 22, Among Us. For day 23, Huggums Wuggums. And for day 24, Funkin' Man. And then, for day 25, we have Cup the Grass music video. Yes, Cup the Grass finally released. After 3 whole years, we have gotten the full song. Merry Christmas, everyone. To celebrate, a surprise drop of the long-awaited second Cuphead music video, Cup the Grass. 3 years in the making, we've put together what feels like a brilliant successor to Brothers in Arms, with more bosses, more phases, an extended version of the original song, and a trove of Easter eggs, which I broke down in a video that already came out. You can go check out my Cup of the Grass Easter egg video. With it being 3 years since the announcement, we feel that as as favorable as the game itself reminisces on old-timey art, this reminiscent of old-timey indie characters, making the flavor even closer to what we love about both indie and Cuphead itself. Happy holidays, everyone. So yes, there it is. You can go listen to the video on YouTube, which I highly recommend you do, and you can go listen to it digitally, and the song is absolutely amazing. Will and everyone's team did absolutely incredible. Please, I highly recommend go check out the original song. But then on the 26th, we got Dear Advent 2025, a special thanks to you. A little message from Will himself. Thanks for following on with us throughout December, hell, the entire year. As you can see, we've got a lot coming, as well as throwing a couple little surprises in for this month to close out the year. Lots of work ahead, and we're cracking on with as much of this as we can. To recap, there's a big number of projects we're focusing on for next year. Open Infinitum. With a number of songs left to mix and master, we're so close to finalizing what we need. I wouldn't expect this very soon, but it's on the radar. So unfortunately, I don't think my theory of a February release date is gonna happen, unfortunately. I will happily wait for this album to come out. Art takes time, and so no matter how long we have to wait, I'll be waiting. I'm just so excited for what we see in the future. Solitude echoes from the Bloodline version 1. The game has become somewhat larger than we've ever imagined, which means more time is indeed. 2026 is still our aim, as we have our ducks in a row. Solitude, comic issue 2, and potentially issue 3. Issue 2 is well underway, finalizing its concept groundwork before heading right into inking the panels themselves. Issue 3 is being scripted as we speak, which I'm so excited to see what Will has in store for us there. Iris, Definitive Edition albums. With everything now solidified for next year, we can now start work on the grander projects surrounding this one, so that upon completion they can be included in the definitive albums. Now to 2023, like again, art takes time, this all takes time. No matter how long we need to wait, I'm looking forward to whatever we get in the future. Iris Behemoth Arc Prologue Visual Read. You've read it, now be ready to hear it. Accompanied with a visual aid. We're in the midst of designing all the chapter images to set up each individual scene. This may come around spring or summertime, but if anything changes, we'll be on top of it. Then we have Iris Valentine Renegade. As earlier explained, the transmissions are not the only thing that will be made, and not only will those things be extended, but the entirety of the story is in between will also being made. This is more of an audio drama piece, hence why on YouTube we have made this a podcast format, but we'll have, much like the Behemoth Arc, visual aid for each piece. Ooh, okay. That's kind of why we've gotten those images of the characters. There will also be brand new scenes included that bridge as many gaps in the Valentine Renegade story as possible, bringing about the same story but broader, bigger, and more contextual. A lot is going into this one, so genuinely can't wait to get this project on the way. Yes, I am so excited. As I said, the Valentine Renegade was such a cool thing for me. I really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see what DA has in store for us. There's surprises I'm sure we haven't even talked about yet. And those will come around next year as well, I would imagine. But just to give an idea of what we've been working on the back end, this is everything we know so far. We might do an Advent next year if we got enough going on too. We'll see. It was a lot of fun putting this together, but now we're gonna take the rest of this year off to have a break. They really deserve it. DA, enjoy your break. You absolutely need it. 2026 is going to be a very productive year for us, and we can't wait to share more as the time passes. Until then, hope you had a Merry Christmas, hence to the brand new year, and may the stars align for all. From Will. Yes. Thank you so much, Will. You are absolutely incredible. This is all amazing. What an amazing year. Obviously, there was that giant, I think it was 6-month silence from DA, but obviously that was for good reason. They've been cooking up so much this year, and if they cook this much this year, imagine what they're gonna give us next year. I'm so excited. What do you guys think? What was your favorite reveal from the DA Advent? And yeah, I really enjoyed this. Was something very different. We've never gotten this before, and if there was enough to show, I would love to see this next year as well. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are new, please do subscribe to Patreon, hit the bell. Make sure to subscribe blocks on here. Go listen to Cut the Grass. Check it out, it's amazing. Join the Discord server, link in the description down below. Remember, we have some merch that you can get if you have any spare Christmas money and you want to support me, hey, go for it. Follow me on Twitter at Loxy was taken. Follow us on Twitter at Loxy Official. Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. If you're a fan of Fortnite, make sure to use code L0XYY in the Fortnite shop to support me. And use code LOXYY in checkout on the Poggers website to get a 10% off discount on anything on the website. My name is Loxy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.